So in our randomized, controlled, double-blind, placebo-based experiments, we've noticed that people who eat plants got healthier, and those who ate meat starved in alleyways. So plants is healthy? Only if you pay attention to the controlled clinical data that represents the analysis taken. Plants heal, meat destroys. The evidence is clear. You smell. I also did a study, and I invited 10 vegans to my house to fill out a form, and not one of them could fill it out without farting on me. So, fart your way to health or not. I think you're wrong, and the data suggests otherwise. Vegans are farting too much, and they ruin society. My voice changed. Different accent. The evidence is clear. This isn't a debate we're having here. Saturated fat causes what is known as lazy dink disease, and then clogged arterial mishaps related events. Basically, your wife will be a widow because you died by eating too much sludge, meat boy. I guess you missed this study where blueberries lowered cholesterol but raised feminine traits in men and made them do this when they drink. They stick their pinky up. It's the fruit acids, feminine acids.
I am a vegan, you are a loser.
So once again, we find ourselves at a dietary crossroads. Not sure which path to take. I have beliefs. I do believe that eating too much meat will cause heart disease in some form and other chronic diseases later in life. But while eating plants might lower your risk later on, they hurt me now. I can't digest them, and I don't see a road out of it. I am forced into the meat path to feel good now, risking later deterioration, and there's no way out. I don't see a way out. One of you jabronis recommended this guy on YouTube, Nutrition Made Simple, and he's like all into the science, but he explains things very clear, and if you watch his videos, it's very clear that plants are good, too much meat is bad, everything we've known, red meat, not so great. Okay, I'm on board. And he just like debunked Paul Saladino, and he made him look like a fool, saying that, oh, LDL doesn't matter if you're otherwise healthy. If you don't have metabolic disease, the LDL not a problem. And then he like systematically broke it down where it was a problem no matter what the hell was wrong with you. So I believe him. Nutrition Made Simple. Fantastic channel. I can't eat your food, asshole. You tell me to eat plants, it bloats me. I get colon ascension. That's not even a word. It hurts, is the bottom line here. So for the past maybe 2 months, I've been just juicing fruits and vegetables and eating raw meat. It's weird, but no fiber, and my stomach calmed down. From that 1 year being vegan, with all the grains and the beans, healthy, proven by science foods, getting worse and worse, forehead rashes developing, never had worse digestion than when I ended that. I was like, wow, this really sucks. Sulfury gas every day, all day. Now if I fart, it's like, wow, what was that? I'm confused, as if I saw an owl or something. It's like, wow, really? Here? Much better. I've improved on like almost every aspect of my life. Just adding in the meat, replacing grains and beans, high fiber foods, with killing us meat. Deadly poisonous meat. But I'm getting better. Why? But on paper, what I'm doing now should lead to chronic disease later in life, and that sucks. I'm in this game to get as healthy as possible, and all the science suggests that meat is bad, but every time you put someone on like an all meat diet, carnivore even, they like get better. There's that Harvard study. It's just like questionnaires. It's not very useful, but like everybody gets better. It feels better. No fiber. It's like, wow, I was constipated. Now I'm not. With less fiber. how do we decide when people feel better eating meat, but the science says it's bad? Who do you listen to? Scientists or your brain? I choose the latter, brain boy, to my death, to my detriment. It's such a paradox looking at the scientific evidence and then comparing that with my own experience. They seem to be very opposite. This food will kill you, but it makes me feel better. I don't get it. Like, if meat was so bad, why would my digestion feel so much better, and my skin be clearing somewhat, and my mind be somewhat clearer, and just happier mood? Happier? Like, how do you be happier on drugs? Okay, I see it. I see it. People are pretty happy on the heroin. But you come down. Like, there's no come down here. It's not like a drug effect and then I feel so much worse until I get my meat again. It's just an all-around improvement in every symptom I have. I'm stronger. So if you're confused about diet, unlike me, which path would you take? The scientific path or people's path? People who heal with your problem. You have a disease, you find other people with that disease who overcame it, eating certain foods. It seems like people with gut pain, they do like the GAPS diet type of thing, like the meat broths. The gelatinous smoothing effect sealed a leaky gut, and then they tolerate more foods after. They can eat, like it actually heals the gut. Whereas science would say never eat those foods. It's too much, too rich. That fat, terrible. I disagree. This is why I don't do consultations, why I try not to help people, because I have no idea what the answer is. Like, in my opinion, meat will kill you, but you'll heal too on it. So like, just know that you'll heal yourself, but eventually drop dead immediately, painfully, with a stroke, just pure left side paralyzation. Boom, you're limping around. Good luck buying meat. Who will sell it to you? You're limping in there. People are just like, sir, wait outside. We'll bring it to you. Just don't disturb the other customers who aren't so uneven. You had a stroke. You don't deserve to be here. One example of somebody possibly following the science to his demise is Vegan Gains. He's all into the vegan diet because that's what the evidence suggests. Plants are healthy, and so he's eating that way. And he's on antipsychotic medication now. Like, he's so depressed. What if meat would help him? I don't know. I can't tell him, oh, just add some of this and your symptoms will go away. That might kill him faster. So I don't know, maybe he'll live longer on his plants, but miserable. I don't understand it. I wish I could help. So who do you trust? It's a confusing world out there, and a lot of people haven't suffered, and they're recommending whole grains and beans. This is what the science says. But they don't know the pain and what it's like. You can't, like, never have suffered from acne and then tell people how to have clear skin, because the freak with acne doesn't have a body like yours. He doesn't have the colon of a wonder moose that could digest whatever he wants. So sweet potatoes made my skin better, I think. It was already perfect, but I feel like it's softer. And then acne freak boy tries the sweet potatoes. Oh my god, they're feeding the bad bacteria. My acne's so much worse. I hate you. Why did you do this? You haven't suffered like I have. That's why little mix of science and self-experience, where, like, you know what it's like to suffer. You can't trust healthy people because they could probably get away with anything. Can't trust someone like that. Don't invite them to dinner. You invite someone with irritable bowel disease to your dinner party, and you'll know love. You'll get the truth. Thumbs up on that. Dietary confusion world in full effect. I don't even know which direction to head. I've removed fruit juice for now, just as a little experiment. I'm doing vegetable juice, meat. Had a cheat meal the other day. I walked up to my stove. I said, nice to meet you. Let's do something here. Can you help me get worse? I made egged scrambled eggs. I added an extra egg word for no reason. I scrambled it in ghee. It was delicious. And there I had a cheat meal. So I'm making a little broth right now. Little meat stock with the chicken meat. It's giving me a stroke in 8 years, guaranteed, but I feel good now. And that's what matters, right? What really matters is thumbing up the video. Thumbs down if you also did a study. You asked 20 people to eat cheese with donkey meat, and you asked another 20 to eat nothing but blueberry sandwiches. Science would suggest the sandwich people got better long term, but you didn't even follow up with them. You just sent them off. You didn't write anything down. You forgot where they lived. You're just a bad scientist. We could have learned so much from that experiment, but you forgot to record any of the data. So maybe get some paper and pen from the dollar store. It's not cheap. I mean, it is cheap. I say things backwards sometimes. That's fine. I'm gonna leave unconfused at all. I'm gonna go eat my meat stock. It could be good. It's keto with honey, kicking me out of keto. It works. I'm gonna go. Subscribing, good choice.